What's up, guys? Mint City here yet again. I'm happy to be here after the holidays. I've missed making videos. It's become a really fun part of my life. But anyways, I wanted to bring you guys my top 10 mobile games of 2017. 2017 was a fantastic year for mobile. Tons of great releases, unique releases, from tried and true companies or new indie companies. It's been a fantastic year all around. It's been amazing. I've had a ton of fun reviewing games for Touch Arcade. I'm actually a writer there. And there's also, I played a lot of games that I didn't review. And so I wanted to show you guys some games that are my favorite and ones that I've played consistently. They are not going to be in any particular order. So let's just get right into it. They're going to be games of all different genres. And obviously, these are my personal picks. So, of course, if I'm missing one, feel free to put it in the comments and say, hey, this game's really good. You should check it out. And vice versa, I'll give you guys these. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So this is my first one. I want to mention it first because I enjoyed this a lot. I actually played the entire game on stream. For everyone to check out. So if you want to go check that out and get some gameplay, go check out my stream at mobcrush.com/mintcity. The game is called Icy. Now this was a sleeper hit for me. I had no clue what to expect. I know it was ported from Steam, but that's about all I knew. And that it was an action game, an action hack and slash, so to speak. So I went in this completely blind. It had controller support, and I wanted some games to try out with my Nimbus. Steel Series Nimbus controller, and this has controller support, and it's pretty good. It was fantastic. This game is extremely underrated. It's extremely underpriced, in my opinion. It's very cheap for what you have here. What's really interesting is that the story is actually really interesting. It keeps you wondering what's going to happen next. There's a few twists and turns. And what makes this game so unique is the combat and the narrator. So the combat is very fast-paced, very combo-based. You will be pulling off crazy combos, insane combos that I have never seen in any other game. And you're going to be stringing these moves together so quickly and so in so many intricate ways that it almost feels kind of like a music game, like Guitar Hero, where you're hitting buttons at perfect timings and stuff. That's the best way I could describe it. It's so fun. The combos are so crazy. You'll be upgrading combos. You'll be doing all kinds of stuff. And the narrator. So throughout the game, there's a narrator, kind of like what you'll see in Bastion if you're familiar with that game. He'll be narrating what you do and what you decide throughout the game. Except this narrator, in my opinion, is better than Bastion, which I thought I'd never say. Obviously, his voice is not as good, but the narrator will literally pay attention to every little move you make. And if you don't listen to what he's telling you to do, or he'll say, oh, well, Icy is moving in. Icy moves to the next room. Icy follows the arrow. But if you don't do what he says, he'll be commenting on that, and he'll be responding to that. And there's tons of Easter eggs in this game with the narrator, with gameplay, all kinds of Easter eggs for you to discover. I enjoyed every second of this game. I can't recommend it enough. Go get it right now. If you like action RPGs, action hack and slashes, games with a good story, games with a lot of character, this is it. Icy, go check it out. Alright, so on to the next one. This one I actually tested before it was released. This is called Card Monsters, and I think in the App Store it's called Card Monsters 3-Minute Duels. So this one took me by surprise. I was like, a CCG. Those are definitely either a hit or miss. They're either just like Hearthstone or just like Magic the Gathering or something that you've already played before. Excuse me. This is unlike any card game I've ever played. Excuse me. Jeez, I'm dying in the middle of a video. So Card Monsters 3-Minute Duels is very unique. You get there's 3 spots in the field. You can place down 3 monsters at a time. You'll also have spells and item cards that you can equip to those monsters. And depending on where you place them on those 3 spots, they will be able to attack certain monsters. They'll have different abilities going off, and they attack in a certain turn order. So with these cards, you can upgrade them in a sort of upgrade fashion where you obtain ruins from playing the game in gold, and you can upgrade them, and they'll obtain new abilities or change completely as a card. So there's a lot of different strategies, a lot of different deck synergies, and the decks are small. You'll have a small number of creatures and a small number of spells and abilities. I'm sorry, I've caught Ebola. What the heck is going on? Sorry. So I had to cut that out. I was coughing my brains out. But anyways, so your decks will consist of a small number of creatures and a small number of spells and items, so that you have really good consistent draws for the game. And you can also get rid of cards to draw another, or save up mana or crystals that you can use to play the cards. So from the gameplay, you might be able to get a nice little feel for the game. But this is a very quick card game. It's very generous, totally free to play friendly. Not even joking. It's super well. Of course, you're going to encounter people who are way farther in the game than you and have like really leveled up cards and cards that you haven't unlocked yet. But that is okay. That's to be expected in any free-to-play game. This is very generous with the cards you get. You'll be opening multiple packs a day. It's the most generous free-to-play card game I've ever seen, and it's very fast, quick, and strategic. So it's unlike any other card game I've played. Highly suggest you guys go check that out if you are into CCGs. All right, on to the next one, Forward Assault. So I am actually a little bit biased, of course, but I am only biased now. I used to not be biased. So I used to play a lot of Bullet Force, which is made by Lucas Wild. And he also made Forward Assault. Forward Assault is basically Counter-Strike for mobile, or Critical Ops, if you're familiar with that game. Except I like this one a lot more. I played it pretty heavily, and now I'm actually an in-game moderator for it. So if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to ask them in the comments below or contact me in my Discord. But anyways, this is the best first-person shooter on mobile. In my opinion, it's my favorite. It's fantastic. It's consistently gotten new weapons, new maps, new updates, new bug fixes. It can be good in anyone's hands. It's a lot of fun. The maps are well designed. Obviously, there's still kinks being fleshed out with any first-person shooter on a mobile device, but it is fantastic. The controls are super customizable. I have loved my time with it way before I even became an in-game moderator. I highly suggest you guys go check it out. New additions are being added all the time, so keep your eye on it. If you're already playing it, there might be some new updates that you didn't even know about. So, moving on. Inside. So I actually put off buying Inside. It's by the makers of Limbo, if you guys don't know. I actually put off playing Inside for quite a while. I was very tempted to buy it on Steam as well as the PS4, but because there was a lot of sales and stuff, I was like, they're gonna port it to mobile because they have Limbo on mobile. I was like, they're gonna port it to mobile at some point, and I want to play it on mobile, and I did, and the wait was worth it. Inside is incredible. It's basically Limbo except better. They take, you're gonna be feeling very hard. It's even a little boy again. Like it's just a different graphical style and better gameplay in my opinion. They just improved on everything that made Limbo great. And the port is fantastic. I have 2 ports on here now, and it's because both of them are fantastic on mobile. The controls translate extremely well. They also have controller support, so it doesn't even feel like you're playing it on an iPad or a cell phone if you have a controller for your mobile device. So Inside was great. It constantly kept me wondering what the heck is going on here. Geez, this kid is braver than I, and geez, he gets killed in a lot of gruesome ways, just like in Limbo. So go check it out. It's fantastic. I'm sure you guys have already seen plenty of reviews for it, and it's won a couple of awards. So it's obviously good, and the mobile port, I think this is the definitive way to play the game because you have it portable. You can bring it anywhere you want with you. The controls are fantastic, and if you don't want to play it with touchscreen controls, which are already fantastic, then you can play it with a controller. So you're not at a disadvantage at all. And it's cheaper than anywhere else. I think it's like $8. It's cheaper than any other platform that I've seen. So go pick it up. Don't hesitate. Fantastic game. All right, moving on. This is actually a game that, like, a week before I made this video, I discovered this game. This is called Summoner's Greed. Summoner's Greed. Luckily, this is a free-to-play game that's not greedy. Summoner's Greed is an idle tower defense game, which I've never seen before. Maybe there are others. But the art style of this game is super cute. It's super amazing. Very polished. The gameplay is very polished. The menu is intuitive, and it is an idle game. I'm not that big a fan of idle games or clickers, so to speak, but this one makes sense because it's a tower defense, and you have to watch the guys try to. So the story is you're this guy in a hood, and you stole a chest, and now the person who owned the chest sent all these minions to try to go steal it from you. And the second one minion reaches the chest, it's not wave-based where you can take a couple guys making it through your defenses. If one makes it through your defense, you're done. And then that's when you'll either have to try again or restart at the very beginning and earn money. And you'll be earning gold to upgrade your creatures. There's multiple creatures that you will unlock by playing the game. It's very generous with its premium currency. You will earn it automatically in-game at a very steady pace, so you don't... Basically, the in-app purchases in this are basically donations to the developer. You don't need to make them at all. I've actually purchased one of the in-app purchases just to support it. I treated it like a $5 game. $5 premium, I made $5, and I have not felt like I need to spend anything else on it. It's very fun, very good for a tower defense game, and at the same time, it's an idle. It has some idle clicker elements thrown in there. It's just interactive enough that it really keeps me entertained. It's really fun, perfect game to play while you're playing something else or watching something else. Can't say enough. Very, very surprised by this one. Go check it out if you like tower defense games or idle clickers. Very good, very neat. I love it. Alright, so PUBG has taken the world by storm, and obviously everyone's playing it, but not everyone has a really good PC rig to play it, and obviously it's not, from what I've heard, I haven't played it myself, but from what I've heard, it's not optimized very well on the Xbox One either. So Xbox One, it's struggling. I heard it's really bad on Xbox One, and you need a good PC to run it on PC. So if you have a mobile device, you can play something pretty similar to it. There's multiple iterations, but my favorite is Rules of Survival. Rules of Survival has taken me by surprise. It is a lot of fun. The graphics are beautiful, and it is literally a PUBG experience. Admittedly, it's a little bit more casual because there is a slight aim assist in this. But other than that, this is a PUBG experience through and through. Extremely fun. I have experienced very little glitches in this game, less than what I've seen happen in PUBG. I'm a big Fortnite fan. That will always be my favorite Battle Royale game that I've experienced out of like H1Z1 and all kinds of other stuff. Sorry if I just scratched the mic. But Rules of Survival is right there in second place. Very fun. There's an in-game mic system, everything. The controls, you can customize them. It's a very smooth experience. I cannot believe they fit a PUBG experience onto mobile this well. So I can't even imagine how good. I'm sure this will be replaced by the actual PUBG mobile that will release sometime, I think, next year. But this one is very well done. It's a lot of fun, and it can help tide you over till that PUBG official mobile release. But it's a very good game. This is the best Battle Royale one, in my opinion. It's my favorite. Go check it out. Alright, moving on. So this is called Kick A Commandos. I'm not going to cuss. You guys know me. I don't like to cuss. But this is called Kick A Commandos. And this game really does kick A. It's really fun. I wrote a review for this on Touch Arcade if you guys want more detail other than this short little video synopsis of it. But it is a over-the-top view twin stick shooter, and it is a ton of fun to play. If you guys have ever played Carnage, which is an old 80s game, which you probably haven't, I don't know why I'm referring to that, but it's just, imagine like Rambo-ish style, Arnold Schwarzenegger style gameplay where you're just running and gunning. It's super manly. It makes a lot of crude and clever jokes that made me laugh a lot. This game has a lot of character. It is fun. This is like just a brainless run and gun game the pixel graphics are beautiful. It's a ton of fun. Power-ups galore, characters galore, upgrades galore. It's a ton of fun. Very good price. I think it's like $2, which is an absolute steal for this game. It's also on Steam. I think this is actually ported too, but it feels like it was made for mobile because twin stick shooters work really well on mobile. But it's a fun game. If you guys just want an all-out action game, this is it. Go check it out. Kick A Commandos. Alright, This one is also a sleeper hit. I absolutely adore this game. I'm super involved in the community. I've actually made 2 other videos on it already on my YouTube channel. Dragon's Watch. Best gacha game on the App Store, period. Love it. Very unique battle system, very unique characters, very free-to-play friendly, unlike most gacha games. This really is a free-to-play player's dream, but please support it with purchases if you end up liking it, because it will shut down. Do not ruin it for everyone. Make some purchases, but primarily play it free-to-play because it can be played free-to-play. The battle system is intuitive, it's unique, never seen anything like it on the App Store. The collection system makes it so whales can't have a huge advantage, they actually have to play the game. The PvP is very well done, very fun. It has a drafting system for the PvP, and everyone starts at a level playing field, so all you have to do is obtain the characters and you don't have to worry about them being lower level than your opponents. Very, very fun. You can build crazy team synergies with your 6 different characters. It's endless, man. It's so much fun. Love it. If you love gacha games or hero collection games or RPG battle systems that you really like to play, check out Dragon's Watch. Look no further. All right, going on to another gacha game, actually, a Fire Emblem Heroes. This took me by surprise. I was very disappointed with Super Mario Run. That was previously released before this. Super Mario Run just felt like a very mediocre runner, like auto runner, and it was extremely overpriced for the content that it came with. But Fire Emblem Heroes lived up to the license that it's showing. The Fire Emblem Heroes is a perfect mobile, like condensed mobile package of the Fire Emblem games. It's obviously a little bit more simplified, but there's still a ton of strategy. You'll be flexing your Fire Emblem muscles that you've used on the Game Boy Advance and the DS iterations, 3DS iterations of the series. It is literally perfectly made for mobile, and it's the most. I will put it this way. It is the most generous with its premium currency I have ever seen in a free-to-play game. I've added it up. I've gotten hundreds and hundreds of dollars of premium currency that you would have had to pay for and that you can pay for, but I've gotten it for free just by logging into the game. Not even playing the game. Playing the game, you get even more. But it's insane the amount of premium currency they give you in this game, and it's never ending. They always have a login bonus giving you premium currency, and you'll always be able to be summoning for those heroes that you want. And the gameplay is strategic, it's fun, and it's fun leveling up those characters, your favorite characters from the series. Highly suggest it. I'm sure you guys have already heard a lot about it. And on to the last one. I kept this one as last because this is one of my favorites. This is definitely one of my tops of this top 10. I know it's been in no particular order, but this is definitely one. This is probably the most anticipated mobile game I've ever waited for in my entire mobile gaming career. Arena of Valor. Holy cow. The first account I've ever made to play a soft launch game was for Arena of Valor. I made a Turkish account, of all things, to try to play this game early, and it was worth it. I didn't play it too much early because I heard the accounts don't transfer, and it finally released in the States right before Christmas. Oh, one of the best Christmas presents ever. Super fun. This is League of Legends for mobile. I've actually made a video before this if you guys want to go check it out on this game. It's made by Tencent, which owns League of Legends. So this is going to feel like League of Legends. It's going to play like League of Legends. You're going to have a League of Legends experience, albeit a little bit simpler, but it is so much fun. The characters are beautiful, the graphics are beautiful, the strategy is insane. There is a character everywhere. There's a character for everyone. There's a character for everyone in this game. You can find your niche and you can play it, and you can. Oh, it's so much fun to party up with people. It also has an in-game chat system and stuff, so the communication is there, the simplicity is there, the strategy is there, and it has lived up to everything. Like, I've been playing it more than Vainglory, and you guys know how much I love Vainglory. So Vainglory 5v5 is coming out soon, so if that would have come out, I would have put that in the top 10, I'm pretty sure, even though it's an older game. But those are my top 10 games. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Again, they weren't in any particular order except for Arena of Valor. That's one of my favorite ones, as well as Icy. So those are my top 10 games. If you guys have any that I have missed, let me know. I'm very interested to know your guys' top 10s. Feel free to leave them down below. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed this enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed any of the games that I have said. Feel free to subscribe. It keeps me super motivated and creating content for you guys. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I love making YouTube videos, and I love mobile gaming. So without further ado, I guess I shall close out this video. Don't forget to check out the plugs, and I hope you guys had an awesome holiday season, and let's kill it in 2018. Take it easy.